The Trans Kalahari Corridor Secretariat is launching the Thank a Trucker campaign in the northwest capital of Mahikeng. This is part of acknowledging the role played by truck drivers and carriers in the economies of different countries. South Africa, Namibia and Botswana are members of the Trans Kalahari Corridor Secretariat, and our reporter Bafedile Moerane joins us now live from Mahikeng for just a snapshot of what to expect in what is essentially a 5-day campaign, Bafedile, and it comes in the midst of a lot of protest action, in fact, against the sector of our economy.
Most certainly there, Michelle, and that is the reason why we are seeing the Trans Kalahari Corridor Management Committee, which we find South Africa chairing this particular committee in these 3 countries, which is South Africa, Botswana and Namibia, saying that they need to take an initiative to thank the truck drivers. So where we are here, it's on the N18 road towards the Ramatlabama border post, which is linking South Africa here in Mahikeng and Botswana. So basically to get more details of what exactly the gist of the story as to what is expected to happen here, I am going to talk to the chairperson of this particular committee, Sekgodi Mokgotsi, to give us more details. Ramokgotsi, just in short, I see it's hive of activities, SANDF members and traffic officials, police are also here. What exactly should be expected? Are you going to engage the truck drivers, or what's happening?
Thank you very much. Today is one of those special days for us within the corridor space in the TKC, the Trans Kalahari Corridor. We are going to be engaging today with the truck drivers on a campaign called Thank the Trucker. This campaign started in Namibia, sponsored by the Namibian Road Safety Council together with the Trans Kalahari Corridor Secretariat, and will be hosted in the 3 member states of the TKC, which is Botswana, Namibia and South Africa. This week, the campaign is with us in South Africa, and we'll be talking to the truckers. In the main, the message I want to send to the truckers is to say, ladies and gentlemen of the trucking industry, we thank you for the sterling work that you have done over the years, especially during the times of the lockdown that we find ourselves in, especially on the COVID-19. At a time when me and you were locked in our houses, we couldn't go out because of the hard lockdown, level 5 and all of those. We expected these truckers to deliver food for us. We expected these truckers to deliver medicine for us. We expected them to deliver the PPEs and everything else that they have to deliver to us, facing what we were scared of. They went out, they were brave, and they delivered all these necessities as part of the essential services to all of us in our homes to ensure that even at that time, we are still able to survive. Now we are carrying the message to say, at all times and many times, we find ourselves and the truck drivers on the other side where we rebuking them for the driving and everything else. But today we are coming to them and say, thank you very much for what you have done to us and continue doing the good job.
Ramokgotsi, this particular industry has actually been faced with strikes or protests by the very same truck drivers who are saying that most of the time they're crying foul over issues of salary and all that. Just in short, how are you intending to address this?
The President has established what we call the Interministerial Committee that is looking at addressing challenges within the freight industry. It's a multi-sector stakeholder committee led by different ministers, including Minister of Transport, Minister of Labour, very important, Minister of Home Affairs, to deal with the issues that have been raised by the trucking industry, either the issues around the foreign truck drivers operating in the country, the issues of wage dispensation that has been raised by different operators and truck drivers across our length and breadth of the country. Now there's a very clear mandate driven at a very high level, reporting directly to the President, which the committee of the Interministerial Committee is still working on some interventions that are bringing. And I think at the time when the committee is ready to announce what are the findings, what are the way forward, they will be able to take the country into confidence. So for us, we are really looking for that moment where the committee will come with those way forward so that the industry itself find peace to recover, find time to really focus on what it's supposed to be doing, which is to deliver to the last mile, which is me and you as the citizens.
Well, thank you so much. Ramokhosi is the chairperson of TKC, as there, Michelle, elaborating to us as to what exactly is expected to happen here, because it's the first time we're seeing this kind of campaign in South Africa. And it's 3 countries that are involved here, which is Botswana, South Africa, and Namibia, to celebrate the efforts being taken or put by the truck drivers.
Bafedile Moerane, thanks very much indeed for that update. And I believe I'll speak to you a little later on this morning again.